What's up, my YouTube family? This is your girl Sandy coming at you with another video. And by the way, I hope you're doing well. You have to be if you're watching me, right? That's how bored it is around here. This self-containment that we're on and can't get to work and can't do anything, can't go anywhere. I'm complaining, just complaining like I'm a 5-year-old. So I'm going to cut it out and tell you what I did. Anyway, I'm bored as heck Easter night. So I drank 2 of these because I bought some from the store just for Easter. 4-pack of these cooler things. So I drank 2 on Easter. And what? I'm drinking 2 now. So that's why I'm on YouTube right now. I'm bored. I don't have anybody to talk to. I could wake some people up out of their sleep, but that'd be rude. So I'm not going to do that. So I finished reading this book. A subscriber of mine, she asked me had I heard about the book. I hadn't heard anything about it because I heard about the situation, but I didn't hear about the book. You know, it's that book that guy, what's his name, Malcolm Martin King wrote, The List, that he put everybody's name on. Well, so I said, okay, I'll check it out. So I went over to Kindle and I did the $9.99 trial and you can read it. So I said, okay. Signed up, did my $9.99 trial, and I read it. You can get your money back. So I read it and I plan on getting my money back. It just wasn't, don't get me wrong, because it's an easy read. It really is. So it was just pretty much more of the same, you know, more of the same. It was just like this sector of YouTube. It was like one person was talking about the other guys and pretty much all the contradictions that they made in this sector, in this black male space or wherever they put us at, or I don't know, but you can tell who was who. He does mention names, but he also describes certain people, and you can pretty much tell who is who. I never understood what that was about. If you mention one person's name, why not mention them all? But I'm not a man. I don't know. Don't want to be one either. Don't. Too hard. I wouldn't want to be bothered. It's hard enough being who I am, a woman. But he talked about those contradictions, and I can feel what he said. You know, where he's saying how the men, they say one thing, but they do another thing. Yeah, you know how they say things of nature that just doesn't make any sense, that you can't do 2 things at one time. It just doesn't make any sense. For instance, you say that you shouldn't date single mothers, but yet you have children and you're not married, so you're a single father. So whatever you're saying about her should apply to you as well, shouldn't it? I don't know. Those were things, a lot of those things were brought up, where people are saying that black women aren't good women, and you can see the guys, they're with black women, and your babe or honey or wife is no different than the rest of us black women here on YouTube. They're no different. They have their own hair, some of them don't. Just the things that they were saying, you know, that just doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is. I read the book because I wanted to see if he had hit anything that hasn't been said before. And the things that he was saying was pretty much what black women has been saying about this particular section. So I hadn't heard it before. It's nothing that I haven't heard before, basically. The women spit it out all the time. So do I in certain situations. Yes, I do. To where it makes no sense. And that being said, what doesn't make any sense to me, the end of the book. That's what I didn't care for. The ending of this book basically gave black women the most horrible solution to black male and female problems, and what we need to do to become whole and functional, and those type of things, basically. So his solution was that black women should date and marry and share men, basically. Share men. So he's basically saying that I could never, because he basically is saying that uh, um, we're lost. We're a lost cause when it comes to the dating pool. We're on the bottom of the totem pole, which we've all heard this before. And the only way that we're going to have to find men, we're going to have to man share. It's going to have to be 2 women to 1 man. And this man, he gets to have 2 families, or 2 wives, 2 sets of children. And I just find that crazy to me. That's crazy to me. In one aspect, they say that black men can't really, they don't make enough money to take care of a family. And then he says that they do. So they're making enough money to take care of 2 families. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. And most importantly, even if they do have enough money to take care of 2 families, what about mentally? Mentally, somebody's going to be neglected. And on top of that, I wouldn't want that person to be me. You know, I wouldn't want to have 2 people. How are you going to juggle those 2 people? I can't handle the one I would have. You know, that's hard. You know, trying to get to know one another. You get married, and I mean, just learning their habits and their ways. That's not an easy task, especially when you have to coincide with him and get in sync with this man. It just don't automatically come. Somebody has to compromise. I'm not trying to do that with you, and you're trying to do it with somebody else too. Yeah, and in the meantime, I'm supposed to volunteer and sign up for this type of upside down relationship? That doesn't make any sense to me. What about a regular person that wants to be with one man and one woman, just us? We don't need to bring anybody else into the mix. To me, that's so backwards. I mean, what am I supposed to do while I'm volunteering for this extra relationship that you're supposed to have? And I know that you're laid up with someone else. And how am I supposed to feel? You're going to have a horrible person on your hands. And the same thing with the other lady. Nobody wants to be bothered with that. And it's not a question of competing or you 2 have to work in sync. I'm not working in sync with no other woman with my husband. I want somebody there for me. You be there for me, and I'm going to be there for you. What it looks like, do I get to do the same thing too? No, because you're too into yourself to me. But that's just me, in my opinion. You know, I can't settle for that. And I wouldn't advise any other black woman to settle for some mess like that, because that's what that is. That's just garbage. Our worth is way more valuable than that. I don't care if they say, you know, you got an attitude and all this other type of stuff. No, you're not going to get to be with 2 people. So you want 2 people with attitude? Is that what that is? I don't understand. Because if your woman went out and she got another man, you'd be ready to kill her. You'd be ready to kill her because you're so possessive. And you want your woman to be your own. And I want my guy to be my own. What is this sharing? That's no solution. That's more of a problem. Who's going to go for this type of behavior, especially when they tell us that we don't have any options? And I'm not into swirling. But this is the thing about it. If you're telling these women that they have no place to go, their body is going to demand that they reproduce. If they can't reproduce with you, they're not going to do it. They're going to do it with someone else. They're not going to just stay stagnant there for you like that. Well, you tell them it's wrong for them to do this. They wait on you. We wait on you. There's no they to it. We wait on you. We want to be with you. That's real talk. But I mean, damn, you can't keep pushing us away like that and sitting up and telling us, well, I'll be with you if I can be with you and your friend too. What? Make me understand it. Because when I want to love one person. I want that one person to love me. We don't need an extra person. Three is a crowd. And it's dysfunction. It's dysfunction to me, in my opinion. And besides that, I couldn't take the heartbreak, and I wouldn't want to break anybody else's heart. So let's keep it at trying to get to know one another. Keep it at two. You and me. Not you and me and her. Nope. I'm not doing that. Come up with a new solution. Until next time, please like, share, subscribe. Toodles.